Hey, welcome back to Fixing Things. Today, man, electronics. You know, one of the peskiest things that troubles with all this technology, and technology is kind of cool because it makes things work, right? Like me, I'm old school. I like windows that go up and down with the hand cranky thing, right? But in the new technology, everyone's got a button to do something. You know something what's wrong with the buttons? Is buttons go bad, switches go bad, actuators go bad, and they leave you stranded. And you got to replace them and fix them. And it costs a lot if you take it to a dealership or something to get something done. Miss Brittany's Jeep. It's always Jeeps. I'm working on Jeeps. I don't think Jeeps are the problem. I just think it's technology is the problem. So on this episode of Fixing Things, Miss Brittany, she got a nice Jeep. This is a nice Jeep. You see me, I worked on Miss Angela's Jeep and I worked on my daughter's Jeep. Always Jeeps. It's not Jeeps. It's everything else that goes along. So her Jeep, the actuator for the door locking mechanism is not working. Let me see if you push this button down. Oh yeah, when you put the switch, it locks. That's a safety device so you can't lock yourself in the car.
See, I wasn't sure.
She said she wasn't sure. Praise Jesus. So she has a brand new OME style actuating mechanism thingy. I hope this is the problem. This is the door latch. I don't know, we'll see. The door up and down actuator and everything, it must be inside this thing here. All the ones I've ever seen, this is new to me. All the ones I've seen is the ones that goes, pushes it up and pushes it down. All that must be in the door latch. So on this episode of Fixing Things, we're gonna take the door panel off, the latch mechanism out of here, and do all the other stuff, unhook the electrical connections, and do all that stuff and fix this Jeep so it goes up and down. So the door lock, see, they go up and down everywhere else, but nothing. Me, I would just do this. It's fixed, right? She says I gotta fix this thing. So let's fix it. See, look, it's automatic. Oh, psh, it's good. It's fixed, Brittany. Taking the door panels off can be kind of tricky because once you get all the screws and all that stuff off, sometimes when you get ready to pull the thing, you're going, oh my gosh, I think I'm going to break it. And I usually don't use special tools, and they say, oh, you got to use this and this so you don't mess up something. Usually you can just get your hands behind it and pull on it and it comes off, and you got to lift it up over top of everything. And then there's things El Conectado. That's Spanish if you don't know. Connectado to the inside, you got to take the little clips and the wiries and the disconnections and all that stuff. You got to get that apart.
Hand parts.
All right, so there's a little cover right here. This is the first one we got to get to. You just pop that little cover up, and it's got a, looks like a 7, 8, 10 millimeter thingy right there. So to take that out, I'm going to use my Impacto with my 7 millimeter extension on it. And we're just going to put it down in here, and it's not going to work because it's at an angle. Oh, it worked. And use your big fat fingers, reach that in there and get that out of the way and put that where you won't lose it, like right here in the gravel and the dirt. The next thingy that we're going to take is this little shield that makes everything look nice, but it does nothing. I'm just going to pry off that El Shieldo. That's the actual name of this thing, El Shieldo. See, it says that right there, El Shieldo. It's got the Chrysler Corporation satanic symbol on it. And there's a screw and probably a 10mm thingy right there. So we'll take the screw out first. Put that down where we won't lose it. And then we're going to take a 10mm socket. And of course you can see my duck foraging for food over there. Now all we got to do is get the door panel out. There's going to be some electrical connections. There's going to be a rod that goes back from here. Electrical connections over here. And a bunch of these little plastic clips that goes all the way around the door panel. So Miss Brittany says she watched it on YouTube.
You mean your trusty flathead?
That we can take this out now and unhook it. I know you can do it either way. Then take the wiring connector off the little red thingy right here and pull on it.
I didn't know you could do it either way. I thought you had to do it first.
And then you can use this for your robot. You don't even need this thing.
I used my trusty flathead to get in it first.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was afraid that your wife would yell at me if I broke a nail. Trying to
I don't
work
have
on
that
my
problem
car.
though.
Can you hold the door?
No, I just want to see where the connectors are. That's the sound you were worried about?
Yeah. I didn't get that far. And they said it just lifts straight up.
Yeah, just gotta make sure all the fingers are off.
Yeah.
Okay. Editing video now. Okay, so there's also one right up in here. So we're gonna. And it just comes right out. Take off the little electrical clippies and the door mechanism clippy. Probably sure looks like we got a big panel we got to take off. Good job, Miss Brittany. And we'll put this out of the way where we won't hurt it. Here. All right, say what you said.
In the older models, it was easier. There was little holes so you could see the light.
Yeah, like Kendra's is that way too, and the other ones they got it's just metal with big holes, and you can reach in. You got a piece of fabric or something over top of it. This one has got more plasticky stuffy on it, which means we probably have more stuff to unhook. So the window regulator is hooked to it. The door speaker is hooked to it. I'm not sure if we need to disconnect that. Look at that, they cheated. That's how I did it on the thing. If they can do it, if they can cheat, oh, I can cheat too. We ain't cheating. Ooh, that thing was tight.
I didn't get this far, so none of these are my tight.
Yeah, that's factory tight.
Yep.
These are those little clips that it went into, and they're made so that you can get them out. This may be a twisty turny thingy, I'm not sure. Alright, I'm pretty sure we're going to have to take stuff off the wiring harness. Okay, it's got a trapdoor window right here.
Oh.
That should be your door lock mechanism there.
Do we need to roll the window down more?
No, I don't think so. May I have to take this off. Look at that hatch door. I'm starting to like. Look at this. They just smashed. They just smashed the wires in the door thingy. If they can do that, why can't I? Oh man. Let's see if we can just take these screws out. Right here-ish. And see if that thing will fall out of place. Alright, so we're going to try taking this out and not taking this off. If we can, we can. If we don't, we don't. So I got a Torx. It was actually the first one I grabbed in my kit left over from when I was on my last adventures. Now the airbags will blow up. And cheap with a little flat blade screwdriver. All right, take two. This door panel, you gotta take stuff off with the door panel to get to. You gotta take the speaker out, kind of like how we did it on the other Jeep, except it didn't have this door panel. And I'm gonna shove this piece of styrofoam thingy inside here, just because I can. I'm gonna rip this styrofoam thing apart because I can. And what we're going to do is, this is going to keep, if the window falls, it won't break the window because I had to put a new window in. We don't want the window. The tape came off. We don't want a new window because Brittany doesn't want to run around with the trash bag over her window for a week while we're waiting for the new window to show up. So we're going to put a little bit of insurance down in the bottom, and hopefully we can get that back out. It's down there now. It's lost. It's gone. All right. So we're going to take off everything. I don't care if it says not to or not. We're going to take it all off because the less things we got to hold, the better. Got my Torx scissors. Star bit edges.
That's how I remember.
2 small edges. 2 big edges.
Do you need to fold them when you pull them out?
Yeah, that's
So
okay.
you don't grab the same one.
For all you people who are wondering who Miss Brittany is, Miss Brittany has got an IQ of 5,003. She takes care of all of our technical stuff, and she's an awesome hairstylist and nail tech. And I mean, if you want someone, she knows, like, all of a sudden the computer just starts, things just start working when she starts touching it. And she wanted to do this on her own, and I truly commend her. This is not for the average Joe. This is not even for the average me. But I am smarter than the average bear. But I am smarter than the average bear. But not smarter than Brittany. That's what her name means. Brittany means bright. She's bright. Intelligent. In Spanish, intelligento or something, right? I don't know. I don't know. Removing speaker. Put those down so we can hold the speaker. Thank you, Miss Brittany. Miss Bright. And they got the speaker glued in. And again, they just kind of go like cheated, go through here like this. Just disconnect. L speaker O. Move it to the side. And here is the clip, and here is the clip for the window. Let's see if we can get the window to go down a little further. The other way a little further.
I plugged the thing in and I couldn't figure out why my window wasn't going down.
Oh man.
Because my car wasn't.
Then you panicked?
No, I was just like, I'm just going to put it back down and leave it be. When you had walked away for a moment. Well, I will say, worst case for brakes, I have insurance.
No. It's not. All right, you tape. You gotta use a lot of it. If it drops,
I know.
the glass will shatter. All through here too. Way down, way down. Don't worry about conserving it. This is what holds it. Not surface tension on the stuff. All right, so you push in on the little plastic clips. I'll show you when we get the door, you push in on the plastic clip and you got to kind of lift the window off of it. It should click back into place when we're ready to put it back on. All right, let's go with that. Make sure these are all on there tight. When the window starts to give.
We're having fun.
Yeah. We don't need to take that off, but we may have to take the wires that goes to it. But we can leave the wires hooked up if we take it off. That way we don't mix up the wires. Track comes off of the thing.
And that just comes.
And it just lifts right out. And it just lifts right out. And it's really simple. It's so simple, a child could do it. Slow blink. All right, here's that wire connector. Let's go ahead and get that off. All right, the red one goes to the fat one. The red one goes, thank you, Brittany. Red one goes to the fat one, just like me. And the orange one goes to the skinny one, like me. Just kind of give it a little twisting, off like that. And then just pry on it really hard like that. And it should come off really simple and easy. Take the orangey one off, like that. And we just about almost got it, I think. Pull that out. And then it falls to the ground just like that. Easy. That's what I'm talking about. Two connectors in here. This one thingy here. And this one thingy right here. And that one thingy is the door latch mechanism thingy. Hold it open, take the slack out of it, and hopefully my finger don't get pinched in there. I'm always doing sketchy stuff. Don't catch your finger in it. Don't catch your finger in it. Success. 7 hours later, it was easy. Now we got to figure out how to get it all back together.
That is so ugly inside.
Here is the new one. And it's not the same, Miss Brittany.
No!
And this is not OME.
It said it was OEM.
So, see the connectors? See the difference?
And those?
They're the same.
Okay, what connectors am I looking at then? Oh.
Yours has more options than this one. So we got to get this thing all back together. That was the sound of defeat.
So it's the 6 pin, not the 4 pin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. All right. So now we get to put this thing back together.
And do it again another day.
We get to put this thing back together because it's not the right piece. And what we'll do is we'll end the video here. And we'll have a part 2 on this video. And I'm going to get this thing back together. Maybe we'll put it on high-speed motion so it's fast. Yeah. Be fast for you, but not for me. What did I always say? I can do all things through Christ if I have the right parts. It was the same thing. I have a wash machine at work. Took that whole thing apart just to find out that there was the wrong part. Great day. And it's hard to tell until you have the part in your hand. What we'll do is we'll take a picture of this part, Miss Brittany.
Okay.
And there's part numbers on it. Okay?
Yeah.
My duck's pooping on the deck. Thanks. Anyways, Miss Brittany's car was a bust. The part she got, the mechanism would fit, but the connector was wrong, the electric connector. So it needs a 6-pin rather than a 4-pin. So hers has the top of the line, multiple notches. And sometimes when you order these things, will it fit? You know, guaranteed to fit. No, nothing's guaranteed it's going to fit. On that last Jeep I did with the mufflers, or the catalytic converters, those catalytic converters did not fit. They were in the guaranteed fit category, and they did not fit. All right, so now we're on my daughter's Jeep Liberty, and it's basically the same thing. We're going to replace the window regulator. This window does not go up and down. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the screw out, and the screw out here, pull the cover off. This one has just speaker wires. That's it. Should be a lot easier than the last one. Jeep Liberty means freedom from doing work to them. This is why I like hand cranks. Electrical stuff is a nightmare, and they make these new cars extremely hard to work on. All right, so let's take that off. Just like we did on the Jeep Grand Cherokee, remove the clips. And don't lose them. All right, so we know this window regulator is broken because of the way it is. It's broken. This is the cable. All right, so we got to get the window disconnected from the doomajiggy. So more than likely we got to get it down into here to get the window off the track. which may be a problem because the window doesn't work. All right, so when you press the window up and down, it doesn't. The motor spins. The cable is broken half. But they got some zip ties right here. And I'm thinking that the zip ties are holding the window in the up position. This is your reputable used car lot that did this. I think if I clip these, I can get the window to move. Yes. What does that tell me? That tells me that the used car dealerships are sneaky. All right, so what I got to do is release the window, hold it back up into place, then I can get the mechanism out. So there's this little clip right down here, and you got to get that clip out. Do it from this position with me holding you. So I'm going to raise the window up, get it back up into this area. Maybe I can put a block of styrofoam or something underneath it. That reminds me, I left that styrofoam under Brittany's window. Anyways, let's see if we can't do that. Lift the window. Try and get to the clip. All right, I got a piece of Gorilla Tape right here, so the window can't come down. Let's see if we can't get that piece out. The old one can go right there on the ground. And now the new one is like really teeny compared to it. All right, now we got to get the window back down and hooked into the slot. Before you pop your door panel back on, if you got any of these clips, you got to take them off. All right, let's test it. That was a success, finally. Miss Brittany's Jeep, not a success. Miss Brittany bought the wrong part. It's not her fault. There's no way to tell sometimes until you get the part in your hand. And if she would have went to the dealership, it could have been the same thing. They could have unknowingly got the wrong part, took the car apart, and then finding out after they got it apart, they got the wrong part and have to order it, and then your Jeep is in the dealership for an extra week or two, depending on supply chains and everything else. And the way things are going in the world, probably it'll be later. But as for us, as for me and my house, we serve the Lord. And this window goes up and down. At least one out of the two. I got a 50% success rate. That's going pretty good for me. God bless each and every one of you. That thing works good. God bless each and every one of you. Remember, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Man, it's getting ready to rain and I'm done. Whew, I got a guy coming looking for my motorcycle. Oh, please, Lord, let him buy it. Let him buy it. Let him buy it. You better have cash. God bless you.